Brown ambush. The Prime Minister launched his election campaign by saying he would take his message to the people. Well, on the campaign trail this evening, one man had a very clear message for him. Gordon Brown was heckled by a member of the public, angry at what he said was a lack of school provision in his area.
Can you tell us why my children can't get into the state schools of their choice in our area? Gordon, can you tell me why my children can't get into any of the state schools of their choice in our area? Gordon, I thought you wanted to talk to the public. You're not talking to us, Gordon. Can you tell me why my children can't get into the state schools of their choice, Gordon? Hello? It's a joke. Absolute joke.
Our man Neil Patterson's following the Prime Minister on the campaign trail. Is in central London this evening. Evening, Neil. Starting to get a bit lively then.
Yeah, pretty powerful stuff. Day 2 of the campaign and the Prime Minister getting heckled, so I think we can guarantee that this won't be the last time that it's caught on camera. I've in fact just been with the Prime Minister at an event where he was taking questions through the internet, Twitter, Facebook, and was actually asked about this. He said, you know, I'm always happy to talk to the people, but I was between 2 events. Well, frankly, he was 10 minutes late starting here. It's difficult to see that he couldn't have spared a couple of minutes to speak to this one individual voter. But let's be clear, I mean, this is, as I said, just day 2 of the campaign, but there is, of course, this was a criticism that was laid at him just yesterday. He has been out, he has been meeting a lot of people, but some people are concerned that perhaps he's not been addressing the politics as much as he could have. I was at a supermarket yesterday where he spent a huge amount of time actually speaking to workers there, talked about the school run, talked about what to do with leftover Easter eggs. But after he departed, when I spoke with those workers, they were desperate to speak to him about education, about national insurance, about employment and unemployment, all of those issues. And in a sense, I think what we got today was just a reflection of that again. Yep, this event that I was here at the Microsoft headquarters here in London, the Prime Minister had a good 30 questions during the time that I was there, all of which he provided an answer to. I think this particular individual, Mr. Ben Butterworth, will feel slightly aggrieved, given the amount of time he's just spent in there, that his individual concerns were not addressed. In fact, after the Prime Minister's motorcade pulled away, we managed to have a word with Mr. Butterworth, and he provided a little bit more detail as to why exactly he was having a pop at the Prime Minister.
I was very frustrated, and indeed still am, about Labour's schooling policies, really. I certainly don't feel that it's changed as much as as they say it has in terms of the quality of schools, but also the actual ability for parents to get their children into local schools. And we've got a problem at the moment that our eldest son is just about to start school, and we can't get him into any of the good schools in our area in South London.
Neil, I mean, all the main party leaders seem absolutely determined to take the campaign out to the people, as they describe it. Inevitably, they're going to run into a bit of heckling from time to time, aren't they?
Yeah, but it's the manner with which they deal with it that I think is always important. I mean, you recall, you know, not so long ago, Tony Blair being heckled outside a hospital visit, actually turning round, caught on camera, looking like a rabbit in the headlights. That developed into a larger political issue. These heckles, as they are, I mean, they're generally picked up on by the opposition parties, and I think my suspicion would be that the Conservatives will be desperately searching through directory inquiries at the moment, trying to get hold of Mr. Butterworth's number to reassure him that under a Conservative government things might be different for him and his family. I think there is, of course, though, a broader point that needs to be made here. It's not immediately certain that, of course, whilst in the South East, school catchment areas and the provision of education places really is something of a political hot potato. It's not immediately clear that that situation is reflected the further north of the M25 that you go.